All right, happening right now on the news at noon. Shot and killed right off of a major highway. What we're learning about the overnight shooting that led to an I-295 shutdown. And later on, contention in the classroom. Loudoun County Public Schools once again caught in a fiery debate over how much say a parent should have over what their children learn at school. We've got both sides of that argument coming up today on DC News Now. Well, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us for the news at noon. Happy Friday to you. I'm Joseph Omo filling in for Mark Hall today, and we are going to get a check of the forecast. We're going to bring Brittany Ward in on the conversation. Brittany, this is like deja vu because it's Friday, and technically you and I will be here in less than 24 hours on the Saturday news. So I'm glad I get to get 3 days with Brittany instead of 2. Give me some good news with the weather this weekend.
You know, soak it up, Joe. It's going to be a beautiful day today, and even heading into our weekend, highs today will struggle to make it out of the 60s. And the last time we see highs in the 60s here in the nation's capital was back in May. But the good news, Joe, is we do have a warm up as we head into our weekend. So definitely keep it here. We'll have a look at that weekend forecast coming up in just a bit.
I like the sound of a warm-up. All right, Brittany Ward there to start us off. Brittany, thank you. Happening today, some of the biggest names, the Republican names on Capitol Hill, are headed to Pennsylvania, where they are expected to make a major announcement. House Republican leader and potentially next Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, is set to unveil the GOP's renewed platform ahead of this year's midterm elections. He calls it the party's commitment to America. Anna Warnicki has what you need to know.
On Friday, House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy will stand with more than a dozen lawmakers to roll out their party's agenda.
It's called the Commitment to America, a plan for an economy that's strong, where you can feed your family and fill up your tank.
McCarthy teased the announcement, posting this video to Twitter, saying the 4-point plan focuses on accountability, the economy, public safety, and freedom.
We need common sense change now.
But Democrats, including Rhode Island Congressman David Cicilline, criticized the plan, saying Republicans' voting record doesn't align with the plan's priorities.
It's one thing to identify what your priorities are, but I think when the American people look at what the Republicans have done, their actions, in fact, have undermined every single one of those things. And
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer blasted the agenda, calling it MAGA extremism.
The GOP has made its agenda perfectly clear for months. A nationwide ban on abortion, Medicare and Social Security on the chopping block, raising taxes on working families.
Still, Republicans say the plan is for the American people, and they hope it will rally voters ahead of the November midterm election.
And that was Anna Warnicki reporting. Anna, thank you. Democratic Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, who's just a step down from Nancy Pelosi, is also reportedly planning to be in Pennsylvania at the same time to offer his rebuttal. All right, well, we got some developing news in the district at this hour. A man is dead after a shooting that ended in a car being overturned. You saw those images just a couple seconds ago, right on the side of the busy I-295 corridor, no less. That is where we find DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg with the latest from investigators who, at this hour, Daniel, they are still trying to put the pieces together.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Joseph. This happened right around midnight. Police say somebody driving a vehicle shot at another driver driving a car, and you can see right here where this car crashed, these orange lines where investigators put the pieces together of where the car went off the road here. The car crashed and overturned, which you can see in this video from early this morning. Police say the suspect drove off. As for the victim, investigators say he didn't have any gunshot wounds, but was taken to the hospital for his injuries he got from the crash and later pronounced dead. The medical examiner will be performing an autopsy to find out the exact cause of death. DC police have not named any suspects or a motive. They are still investigating. We're live in Northeast. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Daniel Hamburg for that. We spoke just a couple moments ago about the midterm elections. We are just over 2 months away from Election Day 2022, from November 8th. But you can already cast your ballot in Virginia because today was the very first day of early voting there. Our Kristen Mutino has everything you need to know before you head to the polls.
DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and today is the first day of early voting in Virginia ahead of November's general election. So here's what you need to know before you head to the polls. First, make sure you have your ID with you, either your voter ID card or state-issued ID or license. If you requested an absentee ballot, election officials say it's on its way. The deadline to register to vote or update your information is Monday, October 17th. Saturday, November 5th is the last day to early vote, and Election Day is Tuesday, November 8th. In studio, Christy Matino, DC News Now.
Christy said it best. We are your local election headquarters. Let's keep the conversation going now in Morgan County, West Virginia. All that confusion over counting votes from last May's primary election looks like it has finally been resolved. After a week of canvassing the discrepancies, it was narrowed down, that race, to just 2 votes. So Darren Thorne defeated incumbent Republican delegate Ruth Rowan in a House of Delegates race, and Bill Clark defeated G.W. Easton for a seat on the county commission.
This is a good opportunity for the Morgan County Commission, the Morgan County Clerk's Office to review best practices, how we handle things, the note-taking that goes in, the procedures.
All right, so the final results will now have to be certified by the Circuit Court for Morgan County. Of course, you can keep, we'll be updating you online, at dcnewsnow.com as we learn more. All right, today, a judge in Maryland is set to rule on whether ballots can be counted early in the state, and 2 very different candidates are vying for the governor's seat, but both are being faced with their own controversies. Democratic candidate Wes Moore, who's on the left side of your screen, is facing backlash over his apparent dishonesty by allowing many to believe he was born in Baltimore when he wasn't. Meanwhile, Republican candidate Dan Cox continues to deny the outcome of the 2020 presidential election. We sat down with both Moore and Cox to talk about these issues, and both say they've done nothing to deserve the criticisms against them.
On page 37 of my book, I talk about moving around and going from Maryland to New York and talking moving back to Maryland. So there is nothing that I have said nor written that is inaccurate.
I believe when the evidence is shown, as it should have been, that is likely the result, because we all witnessed it. We saw, and I was up in Philadelphia, we saw the lack of any kind of verification on the mail-in signatures.
Yeah, there's also a significant debate between the candidates over the issue of when to start counting mail-in ballots in the state. A hearing is scheduled for today at 3 p.m., just a couple hours away, on mail-in ballots. We're actually going to have the full story, a full report coming up on DC News Now at 5 p.m., so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, developing this afternoon, the family of a man shot and killed at a youth football practice earlier this month, they are now pleading for justice. 36-year-old D'Angelo Taylor, up there on your screen, was watching his son's football practice in Southeast DC when he was shot and killed. Taylor's son and daughter were both with him when it happened. Taylor's family believes it was a targeted shooting.
I'm so sad. I can't believe that my baby is gone. If you have any information, please come forward. If you were in my shoes and this was your son, wouldn't you want justice for him?
Yeah, those tips to police often go a long way. All right, according to the family, Taylor was a father of 5 and was engaged to be married next year. Right now, no arrests have been made. The Metropolitan Police Department is offering a reward of, listen to this, up to $25,000 for any info that can get somebody in handcuffs. All right, today, President Biden says the U.S. will not walk away from Puerto Rico after Hurricane Fiona hit the island hard this week. Take a listen.
I especially want to thank the local first responders. I want to say that again, the local first responders. I want to thank them. And to the people of Puerto Rico who are still hurting from Hurricane Maria 5 years later, I know that they should know that we are with you. We're not going to walk away.
So the president says the full force of the government is ready to help Puerto Rico recover from Fiona. As of Thursday, 60% of people remain without power and a third are still without water. Local officials say they do not know when full service will be restored. So last night, Hurricane Fiona hit Bermuda with heavy rain and winds sweeping across the island. Authorities opened shelters and closed schools ahead of the storm. A hurricane watch has been issued for coastal parts of Canada, where the storm is expected to hit soon. Brittany, we're going to bring her in on the conversation right now, our weather forecaster, Brittany Ward. Brittany, Hopefully, we're going to be immune from this storm, but I know that there's future storms that we're talking about already, huh?
Yeah, Joe, you know, Hurricane Fiona is starting to move off of our coast, and it's not going to be affecting us, but we do have some cooler temperatures as we bring in the first full day of fall. Take a look at the temperatures outside right now. Some of us still hovering into the upper 50s the further west you head, whereas further on east, closer to the district, we are seeing our temperatures in the lower to mid 60s. So again, really does taste like fall out there. Dew points, pretty comfortable out there. We are sitting in the 30s to 40s, so it's a very comfortable day for you guys to get outside and enjoy plenty of sunshine. Planning your day here in the nation's capital, mostly going to be seeing clear skies throughout our entire afternoon. Again, those temperatures will still be hovering in the 60s. We're actually going to be struggling to make it out of the upper 60s for our highs today, but as we head into our weekend, we're starting to see a warm up.